Today, I'm going to be ranking all current characters in the Strongest Battlegrounds from worst to best. Stick around to the end to see who I believe is the best character in the game. Now, you may have seen past videos on the idea, but it would be safe to say that those videos are now outdated, as plenty of updates have been released since then and I haven't seen any new tier lists on the topic. So I have brought it upon myself to bring you all the unofficial TBS character tier list of August 2023. Here we have a tier list with all characters that are currently in the Strongest Battlegrounds. Shout out to Tier QC1 for the tier list. Now, this character has not been finished yet, but nonetheless I will include Metal Bat on the tier list and put him in the D spot for now. It should be clear as to why I'm putting him here, but I'll explain anyways. As of the time of this video, Metal Bat currently only has 2 moves, meaning that using Metal Bat would only be a quick way for you to get bullied.
This is what dying feels like.
But, judging off of Metal Bat's current moves, it is clear that the character has a lot of potential, and is a more grappler-based fighter when we look at Home Run's lunge and his M1 down slam. I am also really excited to see what Metal Bat's ultimate will look like. Maybe we'll get an attack buff but less moves. And don't forget his Bat Tornado move as well. For right now though, Metal Bat will be placed at the D tier. Next, we have everyone's favorite character, the one and only, Speedo Sound Sonic. Now, after fighting millions of Sonic players, good and bad, I think it would be safe to put Sonic at the B tier.
No. Yes.
The reason I have put Sonic here is because he is just so easy to counter. A lot of people complain about Sonic spam and his quote-unquote broken abilities, but I think it's more of a matter of the people complaining getting better. It also doesn't help your case when you take into account that all of Sonic's base kit is blockable. But despite all this, Sonic still has a near-death combo and is still a challenging opponent to go up against in the right hands. Trust me, I know. Now, you may be asking yourself, if Sonic is so easy to counter, why is he in the B tier? Well, it's because I am including ultimates. And quite frankly, Sonic's ultimate is broken. If you did not agree with me before, I am certain you do now. Having invisible teleports and 4 tricky moves that decimate your health makes Sonic the most annoying character to deal with when awakened and arguably the best character for 30 seconds. But hey, that's the point of ultimates, right? Next we have Genos, the OG Sonic, who I'll be putting in the C tier.
No! Hold up!
A lot of people complained when Genos first became free to the public for reasons that are the same as Sonic, but after a little bit the hate simmered down, and Genos simply became another class that people use. Genos, like Sonic, also has a lot of blockable moves, but is geared more towards forcing enemies to stay wary because of his ranged moves, being the only zoner in TSB. Genos also has a one-shot combo, although it's very inconsistent, as enemies are able to escape easily and 9 times out of 10 punish Genos, which leads me to my next point. A lot of Genos moves are telegraphed, meaning that the player is left in a vulnerable position if the move is dodged or blocked. Regardless of this though, Genos can be very pesky and frustrating to deal with from range, and the mechanics of Genos are very unique, granting the user the ability to cover more ground and forcing enemies to stay within punching range, which then can allow you to pull off a mini combo with machine gun blows and ignition burst. You might be asking, what about Genos Ultimate? And my answer to that is while Genos has a very destructive ultimate, it is not that hard to fend off. With good patience, dodging, and not wasting your ragdoll cancel, Genos Ultimate is not really a problem to fight against, unless you get caught in close range incinerate. Despite Genos' flaws, he is still a fun character to play, but is held back by lack of combos, so the C spotted is Genos. The next character we have on the list is Garu, a popular choice among the new and experienced players alike. I feel that without a doubt, Garu is the best class in the game right now. And Garu is not even my favorite class. The crazy thing about Garu is how deadly he can be in the hands of anyone. With several guard-breaking moves that do crazy damage and with him being the only base character with a counter, noobs and pros alike are a problem with Garu. From simple combos to Kyoto combos, from buffs to nerfs, it is clear that the Garu class is a force to be reckoned with and will be until, well, who knows how long. And then we have Garu's ultimate, which on awakening causes damage to anyone in the vicinity and switches Garu from a more defensive style to straight rushing down your opponent, granting you a speed boost and an insane moveset meant to chase your opponent down. The ultimate is honestly overpowered, with even one of Garu's moves, the Final Hunt, dealing 70% of damage to your health. Wow. I also forgot to mention the Garu gains health upon every kill, making it the only character in the game that has an actual regeneration ability besides the normal slow health game. When it comes to Garu's flaws, however, it is obvious that he has no ranged moves and as a consequence is only viable in close range, meaning that all other characters except Metal Bat can keep Garu away, while the Garu will have to chase them if they are running. But despite all that, Garu is still the best and most lethal close range class in the game, and will undoubtedly stay in the S tier for a while. And now, finally, we have the first class to ever bless this game, the Bald Hero, aka Saitama. Now, I will go ahead and state that Saitama is my favorite character, but I'll be unbiased and put Saitama in the A tier. The reason that I have put Saitama in the A tier is because there is nothing that Saitama exactly excels at. Saitama has a one-shot combo, an all-around base kit, and an infinite ultimate that only allows you to use one move. A jack of all trades. Actually, there is one advantage that Saitama does have over all other classes, and that is Saitama's seemingly unlimited potential for combos. It seems like every other week now, I'm introduced to another more advanced and deadlier combo from the one I had seen previously, and it would be crazy to think that the oldest character in the game would still have the ability to produce new combos over time, but here we are. It's also worth noting that Saitama has not received any notable buffs or nerfs since his release to my knowledge, making Saitama the most balanced character in the game by technicality, if we exclude his ultimate, of course. When it comes to Saitama's ultimate, you are given 4 ways to end your opponent instantly. The ultimate itself is infinite until a move is used, balancing it out. So if you were to miss your ultimate move, you will have wasted it and have to grind for it again. No reasonable person will attack an ultimate Saitama in a brain-dead fashion though, so the general fear of being killed instantly is an advantage in of itself. A very powerful ultimate. When speaking about Saitama's flaws, his flaws are very minimal, as being an all-around fighter covers Saitama's weaknesses. The only important flaw that comes to mind is that all of base Saitama's moves get countered by Garu's Prey Peril, which is important right now because of the popularity of Garu. I feel that Saitama is alright for the place he's in now, and was meant to be the way he is now as the perfect representation of an all-rounder in the Strongest Battlegrounds. Here we are with the finished, unofficial tier list for the Strongest Battlegrounds. Oh wait, I forgot Gojo. There we go.
Perfect.
Here is the finished unofficial tier list for the Strongest Battlegrounds. Now I want to point out that this will be subject to change in the future as more updates release, but for right now, August 9, 2023, this is what level I feel the game's characters are performing at. I know some of you will agree with me, some will not, so to that I say let's discuss in the comments down below. Don't be afraid to state what you feel the best and worst characters are. I'll be reading the comments and your thoughts, and I'll probably respond to some of them too. You're probably also asking through the screen, Aaron, if these Guru and Sonics are so good, how do I beat them? Well my friend, I have a guide for you on how to become the strongest player in the Strongest Battlegrounds, and how to finally beat those annoying spammy Sonics and sweaty Guru you hate so much. The video should be popping up on your screen right about now. Check it out quick before your opponent does.